Welcome back everybody, I'm Marcio, you're watching the Urban Man. So in the previous video we did a brick build of a Bowser Jr. and this time we digging our hands deeper into a Mario Kart. Let's quickly dive down and see what we are looking at. Alright, so I got this Mario Kart guy here when on my trip away in Vietnam. Obviously not licensed, it's got their Super Mario. Time to race. I paid 400,000 Vietnamese dong and it's 4,700 pieces, and that's what it should look like once it's built. So obviously it's a generic of the Lego brick build, but yeah, so we've unboxed it and we've gotten it. Came in this nice little hard cardboard box inside of here, and this is our instruction manual. They gave us a mallet as well. This is our instruction manual. It's literally one leaflet. That's the one side, and it is double-sided. That's our build to build this Mario Kart. And I started off with it. I didn't want to bore you guys too much, so I thought I would get myself, let me give myself about 15 minutes, half an hour, and see how well I do. And man, I don't know what I've gotten myself into. So I've gotten some plastics that I've just chucked in this into. So problem number one is, okay, they give you a step guide. Here's like step 1, step 2. So you've got steps. But the problem is they don't tell you what packets you need to use. So I do have still some sealed packets. This is how they come. And literally like, you got to figure it out, like, okay, which bag do I open? I think it was about 6 or 7 bags inside here, and there are tons and tons. Once again, like the previous build, of these tiny little 1 bricks that you got to make up all these freaking components from. So this is going to take a while. I started building. So step 1 is getting these guys and these guys, and they're not all in one packet. I opened what I thought was, okay, I see this single brick over here. Let me open up this packet. And I did, and I had those bricks. But then the middle pieces, which is flat on both ends, but open on 2 sides. So as you can see here, let me just try getting a bit closer. So on the ends here, they are closed off. You only have one side that you can connect to. This one in the middle is closed off on 2 sides, and 2 sides you can connect to. So you got to find these freaking bricks, and they're not all in the same bloody bag. So far, this is how far I've gone in I was longer than 15, I would say half an hour. I managed to get this far with these guys. I'm still trying to find, I don't know where they are. I'm trying to find the corner pieces. So once again, you've got to have 2 flat sides and then 2 connecting sides, and 4 of those on each of these. I managed to build these guys here. There's 4 of them, and here should be 2 of. Hopefully I only need 2 of them. I don't know, that's according to here what it shows. But damn man, this is a bit painful, I won't lie. I am having fun, but it is painful. So I'm going to continue building it. I might do a time lapse here and in between, and then I'll give you guys my final verdict of what I thought of this build. But so far, they say this is age 6+. Yeah, I don't know. Once again, I don't think they got the age all wrong. But anyways, let's carry on with the build and see how far we get. And the Mario Kart is done, built, finished finally. And average time, estimate time was about 12-13 hours that I took to build this sucker here. Very, very nice build. We got some kitties here, very intrigued with what's going on here. I stayed left over with a ton of extra blocks, which is awesome that they supply you a few extra blocks. Well, not more than a few extra blocks. There's quite a hefty chunk here that you can mess around with, I guess. But yeah, I'm pretty stoked with this way this guy turned out. For the price point that I paid, I mean, this thing is epic, awesome, solidly built. And yes, it took a freaking long time 4,700 pieces. And yeah, it looks solid. Still quite a big piece. I mean, hand size, okay, it's difficult, but if I have to estimate lengthwise from here to here is maybe about 20 centimeters in length. Width, I would say maybe about 15 wide, and height wise, once again, about 25 centimeters. Yeah, 25 centimeters in height. Solid little build, and very nice, challenging build. 6 years, I don't know. For me, yeah, once again, as per my Bowser, if you haven't seen my Bowser, I'll put the link down in the comments for that video so you guys can check that Bowser build. I don't think this is age restricted correctly because of these tiny little pieces. I mean, you can see you basically got to build up blocks with these tiny little pieces. So I mean, like here for reference, we literally have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then at the back another 7. So I mean, just this little black part that you see over here, that's 14 pieces right there. Yes, there is some longer pieces that speed up the process. There is some 3. That's the biggest, basically the biggest size blocks. Let me grab this out of the packet here so you guys can see, because I also want to show you a little mess up that I did and why my little mess up is in here. So that's like pretty much your biggest brick that you're gonna get, and you got to build this guy with it. So I was pretty glad that they did supply extra pieces, because here is one of my triple pieces that is all broken. The other bit is in here. Where's it? Oh, here's it. Let's grab that out quickly. There's the other piece. So for the most part of it, it is a pretty solid build. There is some little bits that was a little bit in the clicking motion was a little bit softer, which I didn't like, but the majority of it clicked well into place. Even so that I had to use a plier to get that brick out, because I had messed up and I used the incorrect brick, so I had to swap it out, and yeah, it was pretty tight in there, so I had to land up using a plier. I will say though, what comes in handy sometimes is, so you do get an instruction manual, which is pretty on point. At no point did I really feel that I needed to use this, but except once, where I think it was on this first page, on the building process, I was a bit unsure of where certain parts click in, like, and how it holds into place. Like here, I think it was this middle piece, which only clicks in like in your second or third step. So I'm like, okay, where do I put this in? And I couldn't find a place where to click that in. So I had to leave it loose, and then eventually down the line, like on the 6th or 7th step or whatever, then I was like, oh, okay, this is what holds it in place. And what helped me with that was this QR code. So when you scan this QR code, it takes you directly to this build, and it's a 3D model which you can rotate and spin around. So I could go down a few steps and actually see, okay, this part is going to click in eventually. Because I was a bit stressed out, and I'm like, how do I get this into place? And then I found that by using this. So that's an awesome piece of detail, and it's really cool that you can, it gives you a whole 3D view where you can swivel around and see the model. So it'll give you this whole thing, but now you can see underneath it and tilt it around, and that really came into hand. It really came in handy and was really helpful. Once again, for the price point, solid build. I think I'm going to give it a quick review for you guys, and then we're going to end this off. I don't want this, once again, I don't want this to be longer than it has. This ending part has obviously been a bit longer than I wanted to, but it gives you guys a good indication of what the build looks like and if it's worth your money. There's the brand. I think, I don't know, XIAOFANGLE. If you guys want to try and Google it, and it's obviously not licensed because it just says Super Mario, time to race, and it is made in China. Came in this nice box as well inside there. Everything packaged awesome. I wish though that the pieces were labeled because once you get into it, you will figure it out. But yeah, so you get corner pieces, you get pieces that have got, let's see if we can see here. So you get here, so this piece here only has one connecting point. The one in the middle here has got 2 connecting points. Then you get other ones that have 3 connecting points and ones that have got 4 connecting points right around. I don't think, yeah, this doesn't have that. The bags aren't labeled, but they actually come packaged in. So if you search, you'll have the 2 connecting points are all in one bag. I wish they labeled it or explained that to you. So that would have helped me out in the beginning. It took me probably after the first step, or halfway into the first step, that I figured out, okay, all these certain pieces are here and these pieces are there. So that would have saved me a heck of a lot of time. So in terms of ease of use, because of them not labeling the bags and stuff like that, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. I'll give it an 8 out of 10 out of ease of use in terms of the way everything is packaged and not labeled. We'll give it an 8 out of 10. In terms of ease of build, I will give it a solid 9 out of 10. You know what? Let's make that an 8 out of 10. Because I do feel like there was quite a few pieces. For example, like I was explaining this to you. This could have just been like a solid piece that they could have included, or 2 solid pieces, even 1 solid piece. But yeah, it doesn't come like that. So in terms of ease of build, yeah, you know what? Let's give it a 7 out of 10. This could have been a lot easier to build, but yeah, it was quite difficult. And then in the same sentence, challenging, which, you know, sometimes certain bricks are a little bit not that challenging. That you wish they would be a little bit more challenge to it, or difficulty in it, and you wouldn't finish it off like in a day. You got to use a little bit of your head and make sure you're connecting the right brick parts together. So in terms of challenge wise, this gets a solid 9 out of 10. This was a nice, solid difficulty. The only reason why I give it 9 and not a 10 out of 10 is because I did have to revert to this QR code for some instructions, and not everything is in the instruction here and easy to see. So that's why I'm going to give it, if it was all in the manual, I'd probably give it a 10 out of 10. I mean, some kids might not have access to phones, so that's a bummer, because you've got to have a phone sometimes, or maybe need a phone to revert to some sort of thing. In terms of quality, I'm going to give this thing a 10 out of 10. This thing is solidly built. The bricks click into place solidly. It looks awesome. Everything, all the detail in it, the wheels look nice and decently round. In terms of having to build this brick by brick, I mean, there's some nice flush pieces here, even by the ears. The ears came out super cool. The eyes look awesome. So I think this is, in terms of quality wise, definitely a 10 out of 10. Would I recommend this build to people? Would I recommend this build to you guys? Yes, definitely. In terms of a score out of 10 in recommendation wise, I'll give this a solid 9 out of 10. I highly recommend this build. I did buy this in a store while on holiday, so I can't really share any links of where you guys can grab this from. I was on holiday in Vietnam when I bought this, so I can't really, I can show you guys, there's the tag. I paid 400,000 Vietnamese dong, which is really well priced for this sort of brick build. And we're going to end this video here. Guys, thanks for watching. I hope this video was informative and you really liked seeing me, well, not seeing me build this guy, but giving you a review of this brick build and my recommendations. And I've got a few more incoming, and we'll be doing those in the next few videos. Thanks for watching. Cheers for now.